Columbia University has become a hotbed of anti-Americanism, and the numbers reveal a startling reality. Americans are now the minority at this so-called American institution. That's according to the reporting of Jacqueline Toboroff in her recent Substack. Columbia University, where American students are the minority, with an acceptance rate of just 4%. Nearly 60% of Columbia student body is international, a trend that has been steadily increasing across Ivy League schools for the past 2 decades. Many Ivy League schools now have nearly 50% international faculty as well, and at a time when terrorist sympathizers and extremist professors are being exposed on campus. We have to ask, is it really shaping the minds of the next generation? Take, for example, Brown University doctor and assistant professor Dr. Rasha Alawi, who was arrested and deported after she attended the funeral of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, a terrorist responsible for the deaths of Americans. And joining us now to talk more about this is Jacqueline Toboroff. She is the author of Supermoms Activated. She is also the spokesperson for the anti-Jew hate organization. One of their projects includes the very popular Jew hate database. Jackie, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. So I gotta ask, why are American institutions prioritizing foreign students over faculty over Americans?
It's a great question. There is a growing trend, as you mentioned, in the past 20 years, and that is to focus on international students, faculty, and staff. And we have seen that this is breeding anti-Americanism, and it's understandable why. They are literally replacing Americans.
So with nearly 60%, as you mentioned, right, of Columbia students and close to 50% of Ivy League faculty being international, I guess the main question here is, how is this shifting the values and the priorities in the institutions? For the last 2 years, we have seen the protests, so something is happening.
So let's get into the numbers. Columbia University, which is headquartered here in New York City, Manhattan, is an American institution, and it is minority Americans. This should not sit well with American citizens at all. So it has approximately 35,000 students. Of this number, approximately 24,000 are international students. Now let's get into the faculty and staff. There are approximately 7,100 faculty members employed. Out of this number, approximately 3,200 is international. Let's look at Yale for a second. 5,000 faculty, 2,500 of them are international faculty members. Let's look at Brown University. 1,000 faculty members, approximately 450 of those employees are international. This is a problem. We are not creating strong American patriot vibes at all. It's becoming a catastrophe, as we see.
So, Jackie, so if American students are being rejected at record rates while Ivy Leagues are prioritizing international enrollment, is this still, an American institution, or have these universities become, training grounds for anti-Americanism?
Well, I don't know how you consider an American institution if it is minority American students, faculty, and staff. The salary for these professors is anywhere from $150,000 to $300,000 annually. Were there no American professors to be found at these universities? I mean, why are they outsourcing American jobs and American talent? Columbia University, as you said, has a 4% admittance rate. The majority of these seats are going to international students. That means our American citizens are losing out on multiple grounds. They're losing out in terms of spots, and they're losing out in terms of jobs, and taxpayers are funding this whole shebang.
So we've seen Ivy League professors openly spread anti-American rhetoric. I mean, take, for example, Brown University doctor and assistant professor Dr. Rasha Alawi, who was arrested and deported after she attended the funeral of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, a terrorist responsible for the deaths of Americans. Should we be questioning who is being hired at these schools, and why are so many coming here from abroad in our institutions? I know with the anti-Jew hate organization, you guys do a great job at exposing what we're seeing on campus. But I mean, boy, we have a huge problem. I mean, for her to feel so comfortable to travel to Lebanon to attend the funeral of, Hassan Nasrallah and then come back to the United States, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Right. So Jew Hate Database is really the resource for where people should go to see just what is happening in our streets, in our schools, in our American institutions. Again, the mainstream media is not reporting on the level that we are seeing of anti Americanism. It's disguised as anti Semitism, but anti Semitism is anti American. We are Judeo Christian America, and we are amidst of being conquered. Our schools, our institutions are being infiltrated, and Americans are being replaced. This is a cultural coup.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of what you guys do at the anti-Jew hate organization does not get covered on the news, as you just mentioned. Although, we do hear about this guy, Mahmoud Khalil, the organization he led at Columbia wants to destroy Western civilization. But, poor him. He might get deported. How about the poor students getting terrorized on a daily basis for the last few years? You live in New York City. You posted something to your social media. You experienced the attack one day, and that was only for just a few minutes. Imagine these attacks going on for years.
Right. So I'm American. I'm not Israeli. I live in Manhattan. I don't live in Israel. And I had an incident. I was going to pick up my children from school pickup. I was not looking to find a Islamist supporting event at all, but that is indeed what I found. On my way to school pickup, I had an incident. I was surrounded by people wearing keffiyehs and sympathetic to Hamas and Hezbollah, and they saw my Jewish star, started insulting me, circling around me. It was terrifying. And I'm a mom. I'm an adult. I'm able to get out of the situation. I was able to get into the subway, but these students are confronted by such a level of hate and criminality, from assaults to vandalism, to them being here on these visas and supporting terror on such a persistent level. And they're not just getting it from their peers in the same age bracket, they're getting it from their teachers. I mean, imagine being a student in one of these teachers' classrooms. One of the things, again, that Jew Hate Database is doing so well is it is illustrating it is not just the students that are learning this hate and spreading this hate, but it is the faculty members, these international faculty members that are here on our dime, that are encouraging and fomenting such disgusting levels of anti-Semitism and anti-Americanism. And Jew Hate Database is exposing it and continues to, again, just be a source showing what is really happening that the mainstream media is shying away from. How many terrorist sympathizers do we have teaching our students? Every day it seems like we're finding a new one since the Trump administration has come into office.
I can't believe how many people you guys have exposed at Jew Hate Database, at the Anti-Jew Hate organization. Talk about some of the work that you guys are doing. And it's incredible to me. You guys have been able to expose people who have their faces completely covered because, sometimes these people are not that smart. They have their faces covered at an event and then they walk away and they take it off and then people are taking pictures of them.
Well, so one of the things that Jew Hate Database has done is they have exposed members in Quad, which happens to be the exact same organization as Mahmoud Khalil. They are finding faculty members and staff, as well as students, as well as people that aren't even students, people that have graduated from CUNY, people that are from within our lifetime, people that are from Code Pink, Students for Justice of Palestine. All of these groups, again, that the media has really shied away from. Jew Hate Database has shown for what they are, and these are terrorist sympathizers that have infiltrated our educational complex, and they're able to get away with it because of the level of international students that have replaced American students.
Yeah, well, good job on your article. Thank you for exposing that, because I think although we do see, the protests on the college campuses, we got to stay focused on the faculty as well. And it's very disturbing, again, when we see, the Brown University assistant professor who traveled to Lebanon for the funeral, again, of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. Boy, was she brave. She admitted to it.
I mean, look, under this Biden administration, they encouraged they've encouraged this. They've encouraged the replacement of Americans. They've encouraged anti-Americanism. There's a reason why they campaigned in Dearborn. But the great news is there was a mandate from the people on November 5th. The great news is we now have Linda McMahon, who visited, I believe, as you reported, for the first time in what, 6 years, a Jewish day school. And what she said is huge. She said she is not going to accept, this administration will not accept anti-Semitism. And what that means is huge for Americans. It's not just Jews, it's Americans, because again, we are Judeo-Christian and we are amidst being conquered by an ideology that is the antithesis of what has made this country so great.
And thank you for the work that you do and for the anti-Jew hate organization, Jew hate database. Again, this comes back to America. As you said, you don't live in Israel. You are not Israeli. You are an American who lives in New York, and you yourself have to experience this. Meanwhile, you know, our college students are faced with this on a daily basis, and I cannot believe what they're having to go through. And again, this administration is very serious about making it stop. Jacqueline Toboroff, the spokesperson for the Anti-Jew hate organization, thank you so much for being here.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.